The G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty.
What's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast, and I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon
Dirty.
And we got a special guest on the show today, the king of clean comedy, my man, the comedian, Stephon Smith. What's up, bro?
Hey, what's happening, man? Appreciate you having me, man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir, man. Appreciate you taking the time out to kick it with us, man. I know you're out there making moves and everything, man, but appreciate your time, man.
Yes, sir. Ain't no problem, man. I got you.
That's what's up. Now, you sound a little low. I don't know if you hand over the mic part or what the deal is. I know you're in the car whipping.
Yeah, I tried to turn it up.
Yeah, you were loud at first, but it seemed like it just went down. So we
got it all turned up. I don't know what's going on with it.
Yeah, that's weird. Can you hear me good?
Yeah, I hear you.
That's what's up. Well, let's kind of start from the beginning, man, because you're in Memphis, right? Memphis, Tennessee.
Yes, sir.
Born and raised?
No, I'm originally from Danville, Illinois, but I've been in Memphis since 1999. And,
Okay. Well, you're official. You're official there.
Yeah, I'm an official Memphian. Yeah, I've been here long enough.
Right. Now, what made that move from Illinois to Tennessee? What prompted that?
Well, I left Illinois and was going to school at Arkansas State University.
Oh, that's what's up.
And I left there and came to Memphis and started working at FedEx, and I've been here ever since. So I hadn't left yet. So, and one of the main reasons why I'm still here is because of my career, what I'm doing, and because of my lovely wife that I met. So,
that's what's up.
Yes, sir.
She's from Memphis.
Yeah, she's from here, born and raised.
Okay, cool. Now, how long have you been doing comedy?
I've been doing comedy 21 years.
Okay.
I started in 2001, about 20 years. 20 years.
Well, that's what's up. Congratulations, man. That's a landmark right there. You know what I mean?
I appreciate that.
Yes, sir. Now, what got you into comedy? What was the trauma that started all this, bro?
It wasn't really the trauma, but I got started because I was doing professional modeling first. Then I got into acting, and then my BT comedian mentor who got me started was doing stage plays. So she cast me in her stage play, and I was being funny and being silly and just pretty much being myself. And she was like, I think you'd be good being a comedian. If you're interested in learning how to do it, I can teach you how to do it if you're interested in doing it because you're naturally funny. And I said, sure. So she showed me the ropes and introduced me to a guy who started letting me hold shows at his venue every week. And I practiced the craft and started doing it. And here I am, 20 years later, still winning awards and being nominated national awards all over the place and just being blessed to keep doing what I'm doing. So shout out to my mentor who was from BET Comedy View and Def Jam back in the day. But she lives here in Memphis. So that's who got me started with everything. And even me and her being in award shows together where we've been nominated in the same category and I've won. And she congratulated me. That's a blessing for somebody to take the time out to want to help you and establish your career when they really didn't have to do that since they was already out there and established. So that was a blessing for her to see the potential in me and the talent in me to want to help me out and get me to where I am today.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, I mentioned the trauma that started your comedy. The reason why I mentioned that is because you were interviewing the legend, the living legend, George Wallace, and
yes.
he had said that comedy is always prompted by something dark or something traumatic. He had referenced Robin Williams and Richard Pryor and a few others. So that's what made me ask you. So what was it that got you into it? But it was your funny that got you into it.
Yeah. It was a funny. It wasn't really any trauma. It was just stuff that I seen growing up in the church and childhood, and I always been, naturally funny and silly all the time anyway. So when I got the opportunity with Irma, I just said I might as well, take my talent and try to do something with it. So, but people always told me that, they could see me doing it, but I never really saw it because I was an athlete. I was trying to play ball. You know what I'm saying?
Okay, you out there trying to hoop.
Oh yeah, I still shoot the rock now. Don't get it twisted.
That's
Yeah,
what's
so
up.
pretty much kind of what I've been doing. So and so like I said, it wasn't really nothing trauma, but it just a lot of stuff that I've been through growing up in my childhood and things I've seen, and I just kind of took that once I started doing comedy, just started putting it into my act a little bit.
Yeah. Now, were you like a class clown and that sort of thing?
Oh, all the time, all the
time. Your teacher's telling you this. What's that?
I said that wasn't gonna stop. I got in trouble quite a bit, but it was okay.
So they knew you're calling early on. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, they knew.
Right, right.
They got called to the school because of something I made there acting silly doing. But I took care of my work and took care of my grades though. But I was just, I was just hyper. I just like to have fun. So.
And so you said you went to Arkansas Arkansas University, right?
Arkansas State.
Arkansas State. Okay, that's what's up. What would you major? Would you major in?
I majored in radio and TV.
Okay, so you already knew what your trajectory, what you was gonna do.
Yeah, pretty much. I kind of ventured that way because I ended up doing some radio, and I ended up doing some TV shows, but it wasn't nothing a company or anything hired me to do. It's something that I pretty much, kind of did on my own.
Gotcha. Okay. Have you ever, because I know you said the king of clean comedy, but have you ever ventured into, I guess what they would say, the mainstream or blue comedy or secular comedy? I don't know if secular is a word for comedy, but have you ever ventured down that route?
Yes, I did. I started off doing secular comedy, and then and church comedy. I was doing a lot of both.
Okay.
But then I just started filtering out the secular stuff, with the cussing and stuff that I used to do. I just kind of took that out. I just kind of took that out and replaced, the cuss words with just regular words and did the same thing, because it's a way you without doing all the all the cuss words.
Right. Now, was that a conviction of yours, or was that, you said, okay, now, I guess let me rephrase the question. Was it you were saved before comedy, or, throughout comedy, somewhere along the line, you got saved and started to change up the way you did comedy?
I've always had the the relationship, I've always had that. So, that wasn't anything different. I wasn't like a real bad cusser,
Right.
I wasn't this real raw. Yeah, it was just, every now and then, depending on the show that, someone wanted me to do and what material they was looking for, that, that's what I did.
Right, right. Now I feel you.
Hold on. Something happened.
I look like we hitting a low spot somewhere. So we can hear you, but we can't see you.
All right, hold on just a second. It went out. I think I got it.
That's what's up. For y'all who just clicking on or whatever, we got comedian Stephon Smith, Memphis, Tennessee's own, the king of clean comedy on the G-Wade podcast with Deacon Dirty right now. It looked like he might have hit a low spot, low Wi-Fi, low signal. I don't know if you can still hear us. Can you hear us?
Yes.
Okay, that's what's up. We just lost the visual. We got the audio.
Okay, there you go.
There you go. That's what's up. So yeah, I've seen you doing your what got you into the acting? Because I see you doing plays. I want to talk about this other project you got coming up um, really soon. But what got you into plays and acting?
From when I was doing professional modeling. So I did that for like 15 years. And the agency that I was with, that's who introduced me to my mentor.
Okay.
Because she was plays and they was asking me, was I interested in doing acting? Because I've always done little plays and stuff back home growing up. You know, of course, you know, you do church plays and you catch a little bug, you know, that you might want to like acting and stuff like that. So I started doing that. And then they introduced me to Miss Irma, who was doing a play. And that was actually like my first big acting role was with her play. So once I got into doing that, you know, it was on from there. And I've been doing numerous stage plays since then. You know, I've done countless. I can't even count how many I've done since being with her. So that's how I got started with that.
Okay. Okay. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay, that's what's up. All right, cool. So when did you start the Stefon Smith TV show?
I started that in 2015, I believe. It's something that all times I basically showcase independent artists, dance groups from kids up to adults, all genres, business owners, church pastors, things like that. I just want to give them a platform to be recognized and expose their business and their talents. And that's why I started that one pretty much. And it kind of took off, and I did it for like 3 seasons. And I took a break. I took a break because of the pandemic.
Yeah.
But I'm getting ready to start it back in the spring of 2022. I'm going to start that back, as well as my podcast for my radio show. My radio show was the same way. So
gotcha.
Both of those will start back up in the spring. So I got a few people that want me to come to their stations and platforms. It's just a matter of working out and ironing out all the details of going to which one is going to be best for me.
Okay. Now that's what's up. I saw you were inspired. Put it this way. Am I pronouncing it right? Is it Reverend?
Yeah, that's it.
Who was inspired by Mr. Brown?
Yes. I love Mr. Brown. We actually done a couple things together back in the day. And he actually came and did a show. Him and Tamala Man did one here in Memphis.
Okay.
Years ago. And I was there at the show. And when I went to see him, meet him after the show, he was the first one to come to me. He said, "Man, I remember you. We did this thing with Tyler back in the day." I said, "Yeah, I was an extra in one of his plays a long time ago." He remembered me. And I told him about my character. I told him how he inspired me to do that character. And he gave me his blessing on it and told me it was cool. I just don't, I don't dress like him as far as with the ashy knees and all that kind of stuff. But my character is kind of similar because I dress real crazy and crazy outfits. You know, and I butcher a lot of different sermons and prayers and all kind of stuff like that. You know, so my character's kind of like him, but a little bit worse. You know, I just don't sing and look like he do or anything like that. But he inspired me to do that crazy character, and that character kind of took off too.
Okay. Have you been able to use that character in any of the plays that you were in?
A couple of them, yes. A couple of them I have, but not too much, because I try to brand that character by itself, because I don't want to do it in too many shows and people think that the person that's over the play made up the character. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. Yeah, absolutely.
So when I do that character, I know I mainly just do it if I'm doing my comedy shows. If I'm headlining the show, I may bring that character out so people kind of know that character is mine. You know, that it's a branded character. So that's how I keep that character up. I don't put it in too many other shows so people won't assume that it belongs to somebody else.
Exactly right. I feel you. And you do something with a live band during your shows too, right?
Yes. A lot of my comedy shows, I have a live band most of the time if I'm able to do it. So it kind of enhances the show, the certain jokes that I like to tell. Because I talk about a lot of old school stuff in my show as far as music, old school music and old school church music. So musicians kind of help enhance the show a little bit so people can kind of get a better feel of the joke, you know, because they can kind of flow with the music and jam with the music, as well as material that I'm doing at the time.
Oh, that's what's up. Now, you mentioned acting and plays and film, and you got a film coming up real soon, A Funny Christmas.
Yes, it's actually out right now. It's a film that it's a short film that my wife wrote and produced and directed, and she starred me in it as a crazy police officer character named Officer Mason, who up in a police uniform that really don't match, and he got a big jerry curl and all kind of stuff.
Right.
And he butchers different stuff throughout the short film. It's a 30-minute short film. It's out on YouTube right now. If anybody wants to watch it, they can go to ANP on YouTube and type in A Funny Christmas, and you'll see the short film on there. It's called A Funny Christmas, and my character on there is Officer Mason, and that's on there right now. And I also send you the link if you want to check it out yourself.
Yeah, absolutely.
And, so you can see it. And we just filmed another one called A Happy Halloween, Not Again, starring Officer Mason again. That's in the editing process right now. So that film will be ready probably by another week. We're gonna do a broadcast premiere for that one as well.
Okay, that's what's up. So she's the writer behind the projects, and you just go out there and deliver the words.
She has a couple of movies out right now that she's done, and I'm in one, but another one she done is another feature film called Verses in Scripture, which is a serious movie, and that's in the editing process now. We're going to premiere that in LA once that movie is done. So we got
that's nice.
Got a call to take that out to LA to do a premiere out there. So it's a blessing to be able to do that. So, and I'll keep you updated on that. But
please do, yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing with my wife. Besides my company, I'm working with her on her film. So she's producing, writing, and directing. So, and plus she's a music artist herself. She's an inspirational rap artist. So she has a lot of as well. And me and her has a song together too that I sent you the link on as well. It's on YouTube as well.
Okay. That's what's up. And you speaking of movies, this platform don't really exist anymore, and some people probably don't even know what it is. But DVD, Laughter is Good for the Soul. Your special. You want to tell us about that?
That's my current DVD that I have out right now. It's actually been out for a few years, and it's still doing pretty good for our sales and people wanting to get it. Okay. So I've been rolling with that, and I got a new one that I'm going to be. Actually, that Reverend character is on that DVD, Laughter is Good for the Soul. Okay. It's on there as a bonus footage at the end of the DVD. So if anybody purchased that or want to get it, they can contact me and I'll let them know how to get it. They can also go to my website and get it under comedianstephonsmith.com. They can do that as well. And it's on there for $15. And I can send a DVD to them, include the bonus footage. And that's leading up to my new DVD that I'm going to be filming in the spring called #Share the Laughs. And that's going to be my new and that one is going to be crazy because I'm going to pitch that one to a lot of major networks like HBO and Netflix and Comedy Central, things like that. I'm going to try to get it pushed to one of those networks to get it shown on there. So working on that. Yeah, and I didn't work to
repeat that. You broke up a bit. Can you repeat that?
I said when I get ready to film that one, I would invite you up so you can work the red carpet if you want to.
Oh, please do. I'd definitely love to be there.
Yes, sir.
For sure.
Yes, sir.
Then you mentioned the pandemic affecting some things that you were doing, but how has the pandemic fully affected you? Was it just the shows that you were doing? Did it affect any of the comedy and your tours?
Yeah, it affected pretty much everything because I had like over 50 bookings that was already in the works. And then when the pandemic hit, of course, all of them canceled and postponed until this year and next year. So that kind of affected a lot of stuff that I was doing, even my tour that I was doing, my Laughter is Good for the Soul tour. So that kind of knocked everything out with that. But, you know, God still blessed me to be able to do a couple of virtual shows and still get some other future bookings for this year and 2022. So, you know, everything turned out good, you know, so I didn't worry about it. The blessed thing about it that all my deposits was already in. So, so I was good with that. So,
right,
you know,
right.
I was straight. God still blessed me to be able to do some things. So I'm blessed. I still was able to do some shows locally, you know, hosting some shows, you know, things like that. So, you know, like I said, God bless. So, you know, I'm good.
How was it doing the virtual shows? What was it? Were you comfortable? Was it uncomfortable? Odd, you know?
Actually, to tell you the truth, it was kind of uncomfortable for me because I'm used to a live audience and I prefer a live audience because I interact with people
right
during my shows. You know, I talk to people, they talk back. I ask questions, they answer back, and that leads into different jokes that I do. As you know, saw when I was down in Atlanta, you know, I interact with people. So it was kind of uncomfortable a little bit, but, you know, I kind of worked through it because I couldn't see anybody. So it was kind of difficult for me not be able to see anybody, you know, looking at me, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So, you know, but I did it and worked through it, and you know, it worked out, but I don't pretty much do them. I've been asked to do quite a few of them, but I've turned them down, you know, because I'd rather be live audience.
Now I feel you. Yeah, you know, I can only imagine, you know, standing in front of the monitor, seeing people, but not really being able to vibe the way. Yeah, it's like, even honestly, even right now with us doing this interview, we're so used to doing them in studio that, you know, you get that energy when you sit next to someone, but when you're watching them on the screen like we are right now, like me and you know each other, we've been knowing each other for a little minute, but you know, there's just something about that vibe when you're in the same room with the person. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Yeah. That's what I've done. A few virtual shows where it was on Zoom, and they actually had people on the Zoom that was on the screen that I can see. You know what I'm saying? So I've done a couple of them like that where they had about 20, 30 people, you know, on the Zoom, and others that, you know, listen, you know, and it kind of was comfortable for me because I could see people, you know, and hear them.
Yeah,
you know, I did a couple like that, but just like with nobody, you can't see anybody. It's, you know, it was kind of difficult, you know. Now, some people are comfortable doing that. You know, that's not me. I can't do it. I got to talk to people.
So it's a little hard to kind of hard to pause for laughter. You know what I'm saying?
Right. Because you don't know if anybody's laughing or not. So
right.
You know, they could be looking at me like I'm crazy, you know, and I'm thinking they cracking up laughing because I'm laughing at myself, you know. So
I'm killing it out here. You know what I'm saying?
You would think that, but you never know. But you know, everything works out. You know how it is. It was an experience. You know that I learned to deal with. You know, like I said, I did a couple of times, and that was it. After that, I was like, nah, I can't do no virtual though. I can't do no virtual without no honor.
Yeah. Do you remember your first show?
Yeah, I remember my first show that I hosted when I first started doing it. I was hosting an open mic show here in Memphis with a guy named Cam McKenzie. There's a place called It's My Time Cafe. And I remember the first time I got up, and you know, I was nervous, you know, but you know, after about 20, 30 minutes, man, the nervousness kind of went away, and I just started going with the flow, because that's how I learned how to interact with the audience and freestyle. I learned to freestyle a lot of stuff because a lot of stuff started happening while I was on stage that I had to kind of react to. Yeah. You know, it taught me how to come up with material off the top of my head, and you know, and everything. So, but it was good. It was a process.
Well, I think that's pretty good for it to be your first time. You're talking about 20, 30 minutes when most people get up there for like 5, you know, on their first go around. You know what I mean? Yeah. Well, I was hosting the show, so I had to be up there. You know what I'm saying? Gotcha. So,
yeah. You know,
yeah.
I was comfortable for a minute, and then like I said, once I started getting into it, the audience and got comfortable,
Mm-hmm.
Everything started working out, but
Yeah.
but I've had my good days and bad days with shows. So it was days, things didn't work out as planned, and you get booed a little bit and you have to roll with it. And that's how I learned to start checking folk. You start booing me, I start talking about you.
Right.
That broke the ice with a lot of stuff. So, I had to learn to deal with hecklers that way too. And
I could imagine.
Trust me, it's to the point now where people tell the folks, don't mess with Stefan up there. He gonna get you. Don't mess with him. So
have you ever?
Let me do my thing. Don't you talk crazy to me while I'm up here if you want to. I turn around and make that show about you.
Say, I don't come down on your job. You know what I'm saying?
Real quick, but it's cool now. People kind of used to me how I am, but I don't check people, to kind of make them feel bad.
Yeah,
I like to have, so I mess with people a lot. As you probably saw when we was in Atlanta when I was hosting,
mm-hmm.
I like messing with folks. I like having fun with people.
Yeah,
because if you can't laugh at yourself, then something is wrong with you. You know what
Absolutely.
I'm saying?
Yeah, I agree totally. That's what's up. Now, one last question before we let you go. If you wasn't doing comedy, what would you be doing?
I would probably be playing ball somewhere.
Really? Okay.
Or somewhere probably in law enforcement, taking after my uncle. That's probably what I'd be doing, or either acting somewhere. So I have a variety of stuff that I love to do, and so probably if I wasn't doing comedy, I probably would be probably law enforcement somewhere, or playing ball, or doing something pertaining to ball, maybe coaching or something like that. So I did that. I went to the military for a minute. So I'm a vet. Played ball when I was in the military. Different things like that. So I'll probably be doing something with sports, knowing me, or either law enforcement. That's what I love to do.
No, that's what's up. Now, comedian Stephon Smith, where can people find you at, my brother?
They can find me on all social media sites under comedian Stephon Smith, as well as the Stefan Smith Show. So you can look that up on all social media sites and follow me on there. And I'll follow back on Instagram as well. I'll follow back. You follow me, I'll follow back. And I recently just got my Instagram back, and somebody hacked me. And it took me a day.
You gotta tell me what you did to get it back. I got hacked.
I tell you once we get off screen. I tell you how to get it. So I had to keep working with Instagram. They finally kind of verified who I was and let me go through the process of doing it. So I had to keep hitting security up and letting them know what was going on, and try to keep logging in and out, and hitting certain words on there, needing help. And they finally kind of put me through the process. And I had to verify myself. I had to send little selfie videos, and so they can see my face to know.
Right, absolutely.
And then they approved it, and I was able to get in and reset my password and all that kind of stuff. So, but it was a little process, but but I got on it though.
Oh, that's what's up. Yeah. I got to do that then. I need to talk to you about that for sure. But my brother, Stefon, comedian Stefon Smith, I appreciate you taking the time to kick it with us here on G-Wade Podcast with Deacon Dirty. And, like I said, I've been knowing you, been seeing you throughout the years at different awards, different events. One thing I would always say about this brother, he would walk in there with a suit. This man is always wearing a suit, bro. He stay clean now.
I gotta represent, man. I gotta represent.
No doubt. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I got some new stuff I'm bringing down there next time I come to Atlanta, though.
That's where when you come through, man, you definitely got to shout me out, man, so I can make sure I fall through, check you out.
Yeah, I need to set something up with you, man, to come in the studio, man, and sit down and chop it up with you on another show in the studio, man. So we'll set that up pretty soon too. So
we can definitely make it happen.
Yeah, I'm actually in the process of talking to a lady now about being booked in Atlanta for a show in January.
Okay.
So I'll let you know how that process go. I'm actually waiting for her to get back with me, let me know yes or no, and I'll let you know as well. So when I come there, if I come down, we'll definitely set something up where I come through there, man, and talking to and Deacon Dirty, because Deacon Dirty sounds like a name I can put in one of my shows.
You already know.
Yeah, I'm had to put Deacon Dirty in the show, man. I like that name.
Hey, let's make it happen, man. Make it happen.
Sound like a deacon that like a lot of women.
Hey, I also do security too.
Hey, there you go.
Oh, that's funny.
I got a deacon who loves the Lord, but he'll shoot you.
Yeah, it is. There it is. You already know. It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, G-Wade Podcast, and I'm kicking it alongside with my man Deacon.
Dirty.
Y'all know what it is. Hey, what's up, y'all? It's your boy G-Wade holding it down, and I want to thank you all for tuning into this episode of the G-Wade Podcast. Now, be sure to subscribe to this channel. Click that notification bell to stay up on all the latest videos and content that we post. And we just appreciate everything.
Oh, and don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram at G-Wade Podcast. Until then.